Hello, Chanelle. This is Cedd God's Wisdom, aka Spiritual Guru Athena. This is your natal chart reading, and the natal chart reading is the snapshot of the sky, the astrology when you was born. That's why we ask for the time of birth in the city and your birthday for your natal chart reading. Okay, now make sure this reading is private. So, you don't have to share it with anybody if you don't want to. This is a private link. Only you and I will have this link. So, if you ever exit out, make sure you like the video or try to save the video on YouTube or some way, form, or fashion. Also, you can subscribe to my channel too, so you can stay up to date with all the spiritual updates I do on my podcast and my web series. Okay. Make sure you go ahead and get your pen and paper out. Remember, this is a life journey. This is a process. You might not be able to get everything now. But that's why I tell people, get your pen and paper out and write. Take notes. Learn your script. Learn your story. This is your script. This is your story from God. You learn the 12 signs of the zodiac. You learn about how God think. Remember, 12 disciples of Jesus, 12 zodiac signs. But that's another story for another time. But it correlates to how God works. 12 with the 12 disciples and the 12 zodiac signs. So this is to help you learn more about you. Okay? So by mastering and understanding your energy, you'll be able to master and understand life. Okay, remember, this is a journey. Have patience, have grace with yourself. Like I say, get your pen and paper out and make sure you pause the video at any given moment to write down anything and everything you see on the screen. I will let me know if you want your file. I can give it to you. There's no problem. But also get you write down your questions. Get your questions. I'll also do a follow up so you go, have another quick session with me, and I can answer some of your astrology questions to give you a better breakdown. Remember, this is a 30-minute video. I'm gonna try to fit as much as I can in it, so that's why I say write down questions. So you're gonna have to you will most likely need to rewatch at least five or six times. Again, this is a journey. This is a process. So take your time trying to understand it, because it can be like an overload. But you got this. You're a strong soul. You're very smart and wise. You got this, okay? So we're going to break down. First, I'm going to let you go ahead and get some of the quick notes I wrote down. You're super psychic, sensitive, heavy karmic cycles around money, women-based business, the home, create, use your hands, big heart. Now, these are some key points for you to remember of your storyline of your life, okay? Okay. Now, this is right here is the planets. So, like I said, we are all 12 zodiacs, okay? Now, this is the personal planets: the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars. The Sun is the consciousness, the spirit. The Moon is the soul, the emotions. Okay, the Moon is how you are on the inside. The Sun is what people can see when you get comfortable with them. But the rising sign, who you really are, is Cancer. You're a Cancer, the ascendant Cancer. Okay, so you really are Cancer. Your father passed down the Sun. Your moon passed down. Your mother passed down the moon energy. So your father passed down Libra traits. Your mother passed down Sagittarius traits. But you are a Cancer. Okay, all right. That's who you are, a Cancer. Um, Mercury deals with the mind, the process, the way we think, the way we communicate. Also, it rules siblings. Venus is women, Mars is men. Jupiter is children and husbands. Saturn is grandparents. Karma, father time. Uranus is how unique you are. Neptune is how you connect with God, the divine, spirituality, how you ascend, how you pray, how you devote to God, how you escape the reality. Pluto is your soul transformation, the end of the line, how you die, how you transform, your shadow work. Okay. Um, you have retrograde planets. So retrogrades deal with you're repeating something and trying to get something right. Now look at the degrees. This is a 1 degree, so this is a new journey with you, with your children, and with your twin flame, because this is Gemini. Also, you have Jupiter and a bad sign, so that's why I feel like you just like, oh, when it's gonna be my turn to finally have a partner that I really love, or a perfect partner. It deals with time. You have to grow this energy, because they're 1 degree, because it goes all the way to 29. So you all the way. This is a new journey, new cycle for you this lifetime. But it's in retrograde, so you didn't do something right in your past life. So this lifetime you have to we work some karmic knots. So that's why I really put this karmic up here. But this karmic thing speaks throughout your whole chart, okay? So let's get into it. But yeah, the personal planets deal with what we can touch. That's why I highlighted them. Those personal. So you have air, fire, earth, water, air. So the air element is dominant. So working with air and water, because your rising sign is Cancer, water. So water and air is dominant in your chart. So having those elements around, so like I have a cup of water around, so having a cup of water or having water-based things in the home, or have air is incense, like burning things in the home, to like a fire, like that helps. It connects with the moon too, your Sagittarius fire moon. So they just, the elements help, stabilize you, okay, help you, balance out, okay. So it's all about knowing your elements too. Okay, like I say, remember what I'm talking about. Pause the video, write your questions, so I can go deeper into certain things for you. Because like I said, I got to get through the whole chart as much as I can within 30 minutes. Okay, so I got down another dot, right, practical and practice ancestor magic, sponge, shine. Okay, so I wrote down right because your Mercury's retrograde, so you think different than others. Okay, you don't think in a normal way. You don't communicate in a normal way. Um, Also, Mercury, that deals with something with the siblings. You redoing or reliving this lifetime to get right with your siblings. Okay, so I wrote down right to help with your mental health, communication with others, and thinking to get your word process. So like I think we talked about your reading, like a vision board, to really get that your mind and how you, because it's like you think a lot, but you have it's kind of like hard for you to express yourself, hard for people to understand you. It's like, you think you thought you said it, you thought you came off how you need to come off, but people just still misunderstand you. So it's like while you writing and practicing, like seeing yourself and getting everything on paper, it helps you and build up that muscle, that ability to communicate effectively. Okay, you want to be effective when you communicate and working with people. And Mercury also rules deal with the community and trading and stuff. So you really want to get that Mercury, master that Mercury energy, because it also helps with business, being a great business person. Okay, practice ancestor magic. Ancestor magic deals with hoodoo, voodoo, root work, a diviner, channeler. So, like I say, write these down and I can go deeper into them. Uh, but remember, nothing is evil, nothing is good. It just is. It depends on the person and how they use it, okay? Excuse me. Okay, I put down sponge because you're super, super sensitive and you absorb a lot of people energy that you come in contact with, okay? So that's why I put down shielding. You could easily, like, I think, I don't know if I told you this or not, but like, you, before you go in, you could spray yourself with the before you go anywhere, like in a store, somebody's home, anywhere, you can spray yourself with the sage spray. And you can also tell your spirit guides, ancestors, hey, y'all, shield me. Just say, shield me now, shield me now, shield me now. Say it 3 times, or you can say, shield my chakras, shield my chakras. Okay, because you don't want to absorb any and everybody thing. Like how they telling everybody to stay 6 feet away. We should have been doing that from get-go. That should have been never been new. That should have been in history. We should have been saying 6 feet away from people. Because the way energy is, how easily we transfer energy to people. Okay, but that's you. And also shine. Let your fire that guide his energy shine. Stop holding back. That's why I told you to write. Get master that writing, master your ability to communicate, because you're meant to shine. Okay? You're meant to let the world see your beautiful grace, your beautiful light, and it's your time. It's like I'm saying, it's like you've been looked over. It's like everybody depended on you, and it's your time. It's your time to shine. Okay? So pick your head up, your turn, your blessings, your marriage partner, everything you want, your money, everything you want is coming into place for you, okay? So just get comfortable with the spotlight being on you, because your turn is coming, all right? Okay, so your chart ruler, okay, your ruler of your ascendant is Cancer. The ruler of Cancer is the moon. Okay, so your chart ruler is the moon, but also the sun because he's at 29 degrees. So 1 degree up all the way to 21 of Leo is in the first house. So the moon and the sun is ruling your chart. Okay, so focus on this mainly. So that's the fifth house. Where's the sun and moon? The third and the fifth house. So again, the third house deal with hands, creativity, siblings, and in your local community. And the fifth house deal with again, creativity, love, relationships. And then you got moon conjunct Neptune. So again, highly sensitive, super super sensitive. So the reason why I talk about certain things, I wrote certain things down because I look at patterns in people's chart. Just like how you see I got certain things highlighted, color coded. I look at what's being repeated, and what's being repeated a lot is that you're super super sensitive. Okay, so remember that you want to make sure you balance that out. Okay, and this your energy. You have 7 masculine planets and you have 3 feminine, so you imbalance. Okay, you want to make sure you balance that out and try to channel your more feminine side, and that's being like more nurturing, more kind, more softer, more just more in tune feeling. Like, don't come off so hard, or not hard, not abrasive, but just like very strong energy. So you got, it's supposed to be 5-5, but you're leaning more toward the masculine energy, and you want to tone it down some to balance yourself out. Okay. All right, so let's get deeper into it. Your north node is destiny point. So again, the chart ruler deal with what we focus on, but it also destiny also plays a role with the chart rulers and the north node. North node's destiny, where we headed, what's new for us this lifetime. Mars, Pluto. So your north node is in Scorpio. So Scorpio deal with dark things, hidden things, other people, trauma, other people. That's why I feel like it's like your chart is saying a lot of weight been put on you, a lot of your life, that now your life, this lifetime was meant for you to really help and like take care of a lot of other people. Okay, but I'm feeling like spirit is like, okay, now it's time to take your energy back. Now it's time to focus on you. Um, so Mars and Pluto is ruling your destiny point, and Mars and Pluto again third house. So second dot to the third house, using your hands, creating a local community. So really working and getting that business started, or doing something with your hands. Like I remember you saying you do bows and stuff. So making more things with your hands to really get your product out there, because your soft node, where you coming from your past life, 10th house the public. So you're meant to be a public figure, but what holding all this fame back, because I wrote it on my other notes, is Saturn. Saturn is in your first house. Saturn is the lord of karma. Saturn is time, father time. He rules the time clock, punching into the clock at work. So that's all Saturn energy. Okay, building a house from bottom, from scratch up, that's Saturn energy. Saturn is time, and by being in the first house, again, it's like you being a statue. See how slow you're moving, or not at all? That's you. Saturn is holding you back from reaching your full potential. But you get there with time. Saturn is mastery. So it's something you meant to master around your body, the way you think, because the first house deal with the head, the way you think. Okay. So again, remember these points. You can write those points down, and we can go deeper into it. Okay, when we talk. Uh, let's see. And then your north node is in the fourth house. The fourth house is the home, the mother, and the fourth house deal with the heart. So it's really, really meant for you to come in tune with that heart chakra, with being a mother, with being feminine, because you got Venus, Mars, Uranus there. So something, Uranus is how you unique, and how you create in your break free energy. So it's something you're meant to create dealing with the home. That's why I put down over here guidance of the home, because you have a lot of home energy. Like that's 1, 2, 3. So each thing is like a dot. Venus a dot, Mars a dot, Uranus a dot, North Node a dot. Again, North Node is destiny. So you're meant to be in the home creating something. Now also this energy in Scorpio. So you can have a lot of secret hidden partners in a home throughout your life. That's very sexual energy with Venus and Mars, both the sex planets in the same house. There's a lot of sexual energy on top of that in the fourth house of the home. So you could attract a lot of people that want to keep you a secret or want secret relationships with you or secret dealings with you, okay? Also, with this energy with Venus and Uranus conjunct, you can have a lot of women that's attracted to you too, okay? Okay, or you can have a lot of feminine men. Like they may be manly, but they might be emotional. They might be bitchy. So we all have male and female energy in us. Okay, so see, like how he wearing a skirt. Like we all have male and female energy in us. But see how masculine he looks. So yeah, it's all about this energy. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. And then you see Venus is your south node ruler. Where's Venus? With your north node. So that's why I talked about a karmic cycle, because Venus rule women and men. So that's why I talked about over here in the other beginning about women-based business, karmic, heavy karmic cycle with money. Because it's like, okay, south node is what you meant to move away from, but how can you move away from the south node when Venus is with your north node? See, I think I highlighted it here. See, Venus conjunct north node. Conjunction meaning the end. Oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez, I got the fans on. Oh, Lord, let me get another Kleenex. I'm so sorry. Oh. Okay. Venus is with your north node, so it's like a loop you're dealing with. So it's like it's something you meant to rework out with these certain women's or a group of women's or business partners. So it's like, say you have a business, you're gonna be attracting a lot of women from your past life. So it's very interesting how that plays out with that loop and them karmic cycles and how destiny work. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna try to move on quick. Let me see, I covered everything. Yeah, so much. Okay, so we're going to get over here into the aspects. So these are more notes I wrote down. So the moon is in 10 aspects, meaning it's talking the most. I look at the aspects as conversations. So each one is a storyline. Okay, each storyline, you can say each one is a chapter of a book. Okay, each thing. Also, you can look at each one as DNA codes. Okay, I'm sorry. This over here is the houses. So like how you're Cancer rising at 29 degrees. Second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's why I say we are all 12 zodiac signs. You have part of each zodiac in each house. We all do, okay? But each house rule each part of our body. So the first house is the head, second house is the throat, third house is the hands and the arms. Fourth house is the breast, stomach area. The fifth house is the heart. The heart. What else? The heart. I think they deal with the intelligence, how we think, and it rules of relationships too. But the sixth house is again the gut area, the navel, like the intestines. The seventh house deal with the waist area. What else? The seventh house deal with the waist. The eighth house deal with the sexual organs. The ninth house deal with the buttocks, the anus, the thighs. The 10th house, the ankles. No, the knees. The 11th house, the ankles, and the 12th house, the feet. So each one deal with, how you break it down to the health, also when we connect the health to the astrology. But you see you have a lot on your upper area of your body, and then you have a whole lot down here. So your wound, your Chiron is the wound. You can have issues around your ankles, standing, not being able to stand for long periods of time. But that's when you come from your south node with Chiron and Lilith. So you're very dark in your past life. Very dark energy. That's why you see some people just staring at you sometimes, because they might could see the darkness around you. That's why with your north node in Scorpio, you're meant to transmute that darkness, because Scorpio deal with death and rebirth, transmute. So like we could talk more about that death and rebirth and transformation, like how you felt here. You feel like the energy around you, and deal with transformation. But again, the aspects deal with conversations in the chart, and the moon is talking the most. So mental health, the moon deal with how we feel on the inside. So if you, that's why I say the moon is the most important planet in the chart, because if your moon, your mental health not right, how can you be in a relationship? How can you be able to communicate? How can you be able to be a stable person? The moon is like lunatic. So the moon is very important in the chart. So make sure you're doing things to help balance out your mental health, okay? Then you have Mars and Venus in bad signs. Mars is in a bad house also. That's two strikes against you with men, and that's a strike against you with women, because the zodiac signs they in both signs they do not like. So that's another way you look at karmic astrology. So be careful with men and women. You had how the energy start working for you. Well, again, you over 30, so you probably mastered this already, like working out the energy with these karmic people. So it should be going direct or working well for you by now. But yeah, you have bad karma with women and men. Also, love and relationships, anger, your temper, and it's in the fourth house. And the fourth house deal with the home, so issues with the home. So it's like maybe when you was younger, you want to hurry up and leave home as a child, or the fourth house is the mother. It could be the mother or the father. You had issues with the mother or the father. But your chart shows a lot of different things with the family. It's a lot of siblings, ancestor karma. That's why I talked about ancestor magic, because you got a lot of planets in the fourth house dealing with the ancestors. Okay. Let me see here. Boy, come on, men and women. Issues with siblings, multiple secret lovers. Husband should be friend, or you should meet your husband through a friend, because you got Jupiter in the 11th house conjunct your fortune. That's really very interesting. It's very powerful energy. So your friends and networking really meant to help you make some heavy money, some big money. It's very interesting with Jupiter. Let me see what else. Business with or around kids. So, because like I said, Jupiter rules kids, and you got Jupiter in 11th house with your fortune. And your fortune is in Taurus. So again, Taurus deal with where's the ruler of Taurus? Fourth house. So another dot dealing with the home, creating things in the home. So remember what's constantly repeating. You got a lot of things constantly repeating around home. That's why I show, like, especially where Vesta at. Or she a Vesta, she's in your 12th house, and the 12th house deal with how we return back to source, how we return back to God, and Vesta is the goddess of the home, and she's conjunct your ascendant. And then when you was like, what you told me, and now when I saw your chart, I was like, oh shit, maybe she's the Greek goddess Vesta. And Vesta is one of the siblings of Zeus, and Vesta is the auntie of Athena. So it's very interesting how our souls and everything work out. So let me know. You can research the goddess Vesta, and let me know if she resonate with you. Okay, research Vesta, the Greek goddess. Okay. When in doubt, work your magic or just work, because you have a lot of energy. Let me see, in the 6th house. Is it the 6th house? No, you have a lot of points pointing to the 6th house, and the 6th house deal with, you can write 6th house down. 6th house deal with practical magic, daily routines, health, and fitness. That's the way you can balance your mental health. Okay, working on these things. Okay. Home-based job or cleaning business or cleaning homes or doing things from the home. Okay, remember that home, doing things for homes, other people's homes. Scorpio is other people's energy, other people's stuff. So like cleaning other people's homes and stuff, or doing something to change the way people live in their home or bettering the home. Very interesting. But I say all this because here are the dots I was talking about. Vesta conjunct the ascendant, the goddess of home, conjunct the ascendant, that's the head, the top of the chart. Then you have Cancer equals the moon. The moon rules what house in the chart? Fourth house. Fourth house. What you have? What's the fourth house? Going back to the fourth house again. Venus, Mars, Uranus, and what? Destiny point, North Node. So another dot toward the fourth house. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Planet is in the fourth house, and also another dot, North Node in the fourth house. So a lot of energy around the home, doing things from the home, home-based business. Okay. even a YouTube channel like what I'm doing right now, home-based business, okay? Ruler of the South Node, conjunct the North Node, bound to the past, can't release the past, dealing with women, relationships, money, again, the home. So it's something you meant to get right dealing with the home. But like I say, write this down and we could talk more about it and we could, see if there resonates or what ideas around the home that you can think of, how you could implement in your life, because your energy, your whole destiny is around the home. Okay? Let's see. What else? I think I'll talk about that Saturn. Yeah, Saturn held back fame, money, spiritual gifts, clarity, and understanding how to use them. So Saturn played a major part in holding all this back. Holding, meeting your soul tribe. Holding, it's just like you and Tia have similar things Saturn held back in the chart. So it's, but Saturn deal with time. Yeah, it may seem bad, harsh. Oh, it took a while, took a long time for us all to meet. But Saturn wanted you to get your, excuse my French, shit together. Saturn is like, okay, you want it, I'm gonna dangle it in front of you. Keep coming, keep chasing, keep going, keep going. You really want that 20K a month? You really want to be that famous person? You really want to be that spiritual guru? You really want to be that goddess? Keep working, keep working, keep working. And that's what Saturn did for all of us, but more so for you because Saturn in the first house. So it could be deal with, again, sensitivity, not really wanting to or not really wanting to be touched or have sensitive energy around people touching you or being around you. Okay. Let me see anything else. Okay, I'm gonna touch on this right quick. Lilith deal with. Lilith is in Taurus, so again, Taurus, more Taurus energy. Who's the ruler of Taurus? Venus. Where's Venus? Fourth house. Some old fourth house stuff. Okay. Unfinished, past life karma, and shadow work. Lilith was Adam's first wife. The Bible don't talk about her because she was black. Again, she's equal. She was made with Adam. She was not made of Adam how Eve was. Eve was made from Adam's rib. So that's voodoo right there. That's why I was telling you ancestor magic. Eve was made from Adam's rib. Lilith and Adam was made together from the dirt and the dust of the ground. Okay. But she's the dark goddess. She left the garden first. Okay. She's one of our ancestors. But she deal with being a rebel. Okay, so that's why I deal with unresolved fears that need to be worked on, because she ran from something. She couldn't deal with Adam. She couldn't be there. Okay, she had to get a divorce from Adam. So it's unresolved things with her in the chart. Okay, I'm going to give you this and you can read through it. But the main thing dealing with this, the main commandment, don't pile up, don't be greedy or jealous, and do not worship the golden calf. Now you can research that, you can Google it and see what that means. But it deals with you not being too hungry for money and taking in only what you need, nothing overboard. Like it's like a balance thing. Like don't take more than, like how they say, don't bite off too. How the saying go? Don't bite off more than your hand could chew. Wait, no, don't bite off more than you could chew, or something like that. And that's what this energy means. But like I said, I'm gonna give you all this. Let me know if you want it. I can give you your file and you can read through all this to get a deeper understanding. And like I say, write down your questions, go through everything, pause the video, write down everything you wanna go through. But like I say, I don't mind helping. And if you really want to get deeper, Tia could show you the astrology book to order from Amazon, so you can get deeper and understand the full scope of everything. Because when I say when you understand it, it makes everything make so much sense and click in your life. Okay. Love you, be blessed, and remember, this is a journey, this is a process. Have patience with yourself, enjoy the ride. Take care.